What's up? What's up? What it do? I'm not gonna be here too long this go round. So let me kind of get to the point. I noticed something. When I do my YouTube videos about things that people may consider glorifying the streets or glorifying criminology or criminal mentalities, even when I do stories that seem to be some people misconstrue with glorifying prison life, right? It never gets flagged. It never has a community guideline issue. No one ever reports it as being not friendly to advertisers. But I did an Assata Shakur story, and just to be fair, I might have showed a lot of pictures that were anti-establishment, maybe the word or term could be. Also, some of the user-friendly guidelines say, don't use things that may depict violence and different things like that. But it's just amazing to me that I could do a gangster story, or I could click on YouTube and I could watch a story like on First 48 or American Gangster or BT, something about some black gangsters, and there's no problem with it. Soon as I talk to my subscribers about Assata Shakur, they say it's not advertiser friendly. Now, I know it's a rhetorical question for me to say, oh, why? You know why? We're not going to assume why, but I just think that it's funny. But I wanted to know that anybody watched my Assata Shakur video, and did anybody learn anything from it? We got a couple people in here. Did anybody watch the Assata video? Do you think that was a good story to cover? Like me, myself, I'm not interested in just one range or one topic of things. I like a lot of different stories, and that story was very interesting to me. Somebody said they saw a good job. Yeah, I do want to know, like for real, like this live right here is not really. I'm not really on. I'm not really on that. Watch out, mom. I'm trying to do something. I'll see you in a minute. Watch out. Go sit down. Can I still watch it, or did they take it down? Nah, they left it up. But my point is, and I'm a matter of fact, I'm gonna vent a little bit, right? My point is that I put a few hours into researching the Asada story, right? As opposed to, I mean, and listen, it's not just something I'm doing for the views or something that I'm doing because November 2nd was the anniversary, so to speak, of and then I did use terms like liberation as opposed to escape, but those was as a journalist, those are the words that I selected. But it's not something that I'm doing just for so it's not something I'm just doing for the sake of the views or the content. Like this is really what I'm on. I'm revisiting that hold on 1 second, man. Yeah, you know how it be when the mailman comes. Somebody say, okay, I'm going to go watch it. Go watch it and check it out. Whole family is 100. So this is really what I'm on now. I'm gonna take a chance right here and just share some stuff with the people who may not watch it. And I'm trying to figure out what was so bad. And anybody who go watch it, let me know what you think about it. I'm gonna leave it up, although it's not gonna really get no advertising. So what I'm saying is that it's not really gonna make no money. But that was a story that I chose to do on my own. So I'ma still shout out the book, Assata, which is an autobiography about a strong, powerful black sister, right? Regardless of what they say. And the forward is by Angela Davis. The forward is by Angela Davis, another woman that I highly admire. And I seen a guy, he left a comment on the video. He said, "Hey E, this is not really what they want to hear, and they don't teach this." He said, "I also grew up in those cells like you, and I had to self-educate." And I didn't think about it like he said it, although I'm sure I've contemplated it. But I'm talking about at the point in time when I wanted to do the video on Asada. Because like I said, man, it kind of blew me that they act like that video is not advertiser friendly. But maybe it's the way that I told the story, because there are plenty of other stories on YouTube about Asada and the things she's accused of, the things she stood for, and her beliefs. But the forward is by Angela Davis and Lennox S. Hines. That's her attorney. He's also a law professor. But just check out the back of what they say on the back of the book. Now, maybe I should redo it, but at this point in time, if I redo it, I'm just going to redo it without no images, pictures, or videos on it. But I believe the pictures, images, and videos show us what history is all about. Hold on 1 second before I read that. Somebody said, I saw she's a legend and a good story. All right, I appreciate that, bro. Can I still watch it, or did they take it down? No, it's up. I think I renamed it. I think the first title I had on it was $2 million reward, because she was the first woman added to the FBI's most wanted terrorist list. They did all type of things. I think $1 million from New Jersey State, $1 million from the FBI. A reward was placed on her head. She legitimately gained political asylum. That's not made up. That's not illegal in international law. Like everything that I said, I thought was technically correct. Somebody said the whole family 100. Yeah, I'm gonna do another story on her sister, or at least her sister at arms, so to speak, right? South Philly checking in. Shout out to South Philly, man. I love it. Learn things I didn't know. I love the sister. All right, okay. Well, that make it worth my while, man. Like, you know what I mean? Anybody who know how this YouTube thing go with the algorithm, with the ad shares, you do your YouTube videos, and in order to, continue to do what you're doing, you make money off of advertising. Informative video, great job. I appreciate it. Push it. Looking forward to your BLA videos. Keep them coming. Okay. Yeah, but I gotta find a way to do it where it's though they don't keep on not putting no advertising on my dang. I keep hitting the thing. No advertising on my video. Not reward, bounty. Yeah, they chose the word reward, but you correct the word. The correct word is bounty, man. You have Tupac mom. That's a Afina Shakur, not Assata Shakur. Two different people. But listen to the back of it. On May 2nd, 1973, Black Panther Assata Shakur, aka Joanne Chesmont, lay in the hospital close to death, handcuffed to her bed, while local, state, and federal police attempted to question her about the shootout on the New Jersey Turnpike that had claimed the life of a white state trooper. Long a target of J. Edgar Hoover's campaign to defame, infiltrate, and criminalize Black nationalist organizations and their leader, Shakur was incarcerated for 4 years prior to her conviction on flimsy evidence in 1977 as an accomplice to murder. This intensely personal and political autobiography believes the fearsome image of Joanne Chesmont, long projected by the media and the state. With wit and candor, Assata Shakur recounts the experiences that led her to a life of activism and portrays the strengths, weaknesses, and the eventual demise of Black and white revolutionary groups at the hands of government officials. The result is a signal contribution. The result is a single contribution to the literature about growing up Black in America that has already taken its place alongside the autobiography of Malcolm X and the works of Maya Angelou. 2 years after her conviction, Assata Shakur escaped from prison. She was given political asylum by Cuba, where she now resides. Everything in my video encapsulated that blurb on the back of the book, that synopsis. Not that blurb, but that synopsis. And I'm trying to figure out from all my YouTube people, what did I say in that video? Because I'm gonna leave the video up. What did I say in that video that was offensive? Oh, I do remember the John African Philly. That's a good story. A lot of people might don't know that. Somebody got to do a pro bono. Yeah, I like that. That make me feel better because I sure felt like I wasted a lot of time and effort when they say that, it's not advertiser friendly. But somebody got to do a pro bono. Free the real. Yeah, I know you said her sister, so I said Tupac's mom. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I don't I can't pronounce the name. I always say the name Nairobi, but I'm not sure how to pronounce the name correctly. But she had a scenario with the United States justice system in 1981. She was accused of expropriations of bank funds, and she ended up in Cuba as well. The BLA video I needed and would give youngins a prequel to what they're saying happening now in the streets. That might be a good perspective. Damn, getting paid, spread the word. Some still behind those walls. Yeah, like the brother that's in New Jersey that did the 40 some years, man. Movie Abu Jamal, like a lot of these brothers. I mean, keep in mind how long Mutulu Shakur did in prison behind his beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Chill out. She was framed like Mumia Abu Jamal from Philly. And man, like we sitting out here, myself included. Man, I'm talking about the Young Thug case. I'm talking about T.I. I'm talking about Young Dolph. What about Mumia Abu Jamal sitting in a cell somewhere in the back of a prison? I'll donate you. Keep them coming. I appreciate it. And you know what? It's funny you said that. But remember when I first started this video, this live, just a minute ago, I said, I'm not even doing this video for the change or for, trying to get the views. Because that's what I was going to do. I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to leave the Assata video up, even though it's not ad friendly. I'm going to put my cash app, by the way, it's $ Eon Williams, capital EYONE, capital WILLIAMS. So if you want to donate, you can donate. But I didn't do that. I was going to put it up and say, yo, if you like the story, you like the Assata video, I'm going to give you some more. But pretty much that, the advertiser friendly rules and regulations is not going to apply to that one, but I'm gonna try to do another one tonight. This is what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm telling y'all the game plan. I'm gonna do some of these other black power stories that I have that I really love, that I'm passionate about, that I spent a lot of, I'm gonna say I spent tens of thousands of hours studying these topics. And I'm gonna just doing with me, talking, because now I see that I did it and people like it. There's a lot of people, young and old, that don't know some of these people like George Jackson, Assata Shakur, Angela Davis. Like people just look at some of these people like they old people. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. It's YouTube, anything Black Power. Okay. The topic is offensive to the system. All right. I mean, I'm for real. I came on here to talk to y'all about it. Like, I ain't really come on here to pop no trash. I really wanted to see what other people thought about the topic. That's right, free to real. Okay, Nihanda Abidan. That's who I'm about to do another video on. Nahanda. Appreciate that, bruh. Thank you, man, for taking for pointing that out. Nahanda. Am I saying that right? Because I was gonna go over and make sure I was saying it completely right. John Africa and the On the Move demonstration in Philadelphia. That was very, very interesting to me growing up. I got a Phoenix Shakur. Yeah, shout out to a Phoenix Shakur. I got a story. I got a couple stories with the Philly thing coming out, but I can definitely touch on that stories. Like a lot of those Black Power stories, I don't got to research them like a journalist. I don't got to research them like a journalist and take notes. I know some of them. Like I will show you my library, but I got a lot of other things out over there. But like I done read this. Look how good. Look how clean. Look how perfect my book look. Like I take care of my books. I'm a real reader. This joke, no edges bent, and I'm rereading the book right now. So like some of the stuff that I talk about on the DC Blacks page and the platform and stuff that I done learned over the years from different dudes. It was a reading and a study regimen when I went to prison. Like when I went to prison, you just ain't run around and joke and play and watch BET and do what everybody else do. You could do that if you was your own man, but there was a certain amount of working out and reading and exercising your mind that you had to do, man. Did you study the nation and the system? Broke them up and divided them? Yeah, I studied that. She also beat Fed case a month after Pac was born. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You talking about the Panther 21 case, y'all. I want to go into it, but now I got to make sure that I strategically plan out the video. So what I'm gonna do for my subscribers and some of my people who don't know about some of these things, and not in no way am I degrading or belittling somebody who didn't run across certain parts of history. They just ain't come across their desk yet. But well, some of them, I'm gonna tell the story and just use a few pictures. That way, they can't say it's not advertiser friendly. She also beat Fed case before Pac was born. Yeah, I know she was incarcerated while he was in her stomach at some point in time. Mukasa, Dada, Willie Rick, man. Thank you, bro. You got to tap in more, man. I need supporters like you when I'm on here, man, to make sure I don't say nothing wrong. And if I do say something wrong, they correct me. Cause he know what's up. Yo, I love Black Power move. Matter of fact, that might be my niche until I cover everybody that I'm interested in, from Nat Turner. I mean, I did George Jackson. I had to do George Jackson for Black August. I had to do that. But do me a favor, y'all. You like the Black Power movement. You like the history of the BLA and some of those things that occurred in the 60s and 70s when our people were on a different type of time collectively. Go to the Assata video. I'm gonna leave it up. Like bruh said, some things you got to do pro bono. That's pro bono work. So please go watch it, share it, leave a comment. Even if you think your comment is small or minute, just do that for me. Since the video is pro bono, and it's a big shout out and a salute to our ancestors and those that came before us that stood for something. It's pro bono, but since it's pro bono, like the video, comment on the video, share the video for me. Because I didn't realize there was so many people that didn't know who Assata Shakur was. Don't even know what her name means. Don't even understand, a lot of things that Tupac rapped about when he was schooling us to Mumi Abu Jamal, Sekou Odingo, Mutulu Shakur, Assata Shakur, and all those other things. Like, we was caught up in an early time with whatever he was rapping about, but in the process of him rapping and doing what he was doing, he was regurgitating what he had already been taught and raised, that what he learned at the dinner table, what he learned at the playground, what he learned in his backyard. And for that reason alone, I think I'm always going to be a person that was fond of Tupac. Add a like to our Assata website. Where's the Assata website? Send me the information. How do I get that information, bro? Jakuma Kambua. I think I said it right. If I said it wrong, man, my bad. I ain't trying to be funny. But yeah, man, we need to push that. Like, I had a friendly debate with my homie. And like I said in the Assata video I did, like, I had to do that, man. I don't even care if that joint ain't advertising friendly, to be honest with you, man. Like, I got some things you got to do pro bono, like bruh said. I'm a revolutionary. I definitely would have been down with the BLA. Those the Black women I look up to respect, inspire me. Right? That's what's up. That's the main reason I did it then. Somebody said, I got you. You got red carpet in Philly if you want to see it in real time. Okay, man, appreciate that. Add a light for the side. Yeah, like those things inspire me. Somebody said salute, can't salute back. Google Assata Shakur. Please Google Assata Shakur, because I couldn't tell you the whole story in 20 minutes. I told you what I remembered. I did some research on the matter just to inform people who don't. That's supposed to pique your interest, to learn some of our history, to learn that, certain people fought for us to this day. I mean, from the peaceful ones to the ones that took up arms and, man, staged resistance. That's history. I don't see what I did wrong with that story, man. And if anybody who go watch it while I'm still live, watch it and see what I did wrong, which I told you what I think I could have done wrong, a couple extra pictures, a couple extra videos, And not to be sound racist, but to show you some of those people who believe that they are the best people of their hue or ethnic background, to feel like or to have to explain that blunder. I think that's a part of the problem too. And I'm gonna tell you something else I did that I know I did. I used the picture of the person who met that tragic demise that day on the New Jersey Turnpike, and I'm saying that the most politest way that I can say it. But I wanted to go deep into the history of the New Jersey Troopers uniform, who it was designed by, how it was designed. And if you go look at the video, check out the hat, check out the uniform. The uniform was designed to look like a German uniform. That's no opinion. Go look at it. I didn't discover it until I read Assata Shakur's book. In the book, she mentioned, we live. I can interact with my subscribers like this. We stated this over 40 years ago. I'm just learning. Please excuse me. May the ancestors forgive me. I went to prison at 16. I had to teach myself all this stuff. So the person that said, man, we stated this over 40 years ago, man, I apologize. I'm here to state it right now. I'm here to state the facts right now for anybody that's out my generation and under that want to listen, man. So I'm doing mine. And I see you doing yours, and you the one to use that word right there. Thank you for using the word, because like I said, I don't want to even use the wrong word, but let me see if I can find this one part. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sit here and go through it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through it, and after I go through it, I'm gonna write it down. I'm not even gonna disrespect my people that's here. But the person, and I don't know if I'm saying that name right, but I don't know if that's a male or female neither. I apologize. But they know exactly what I'm talking about. And they mentioned it in here in these, like, follow the comments, y'all. It's somebody in these comments that don't care what their comments look like. They don't have to censor themselves. But I mean, a shout out to NC too. Somebody said just Google Assata Shakur. That's a good thing. All right. Pac, my favorite rapper. I know about his family. He the GOAT. All right. Man, you need to do videos on DC history, Black Power movement, sports, and etc. That's what I'm trying to do. But I had to get some traction. I had to get fluent. You know what I mean? Man, you need to do videos. Let me say. NC said I'm a female. For real. I didn't even know that. I saw something earlier that said something, and I said, man, I said, dang, is that a female? I wasn't sure, but that's even more interesting and appealing. I love when females are interested in that type of history. Talk that talk, bro. You stretching the minds. I ain't think about it like that. You know what I mean? Appreciate it. Oh, he said, man, movie the Skyjackers tell stories of revolutionaries in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Somebody said we started this 40 years ago, bro. Hey, cuz it was straight. Okay, somebody said, hey, cuz it was straight. People are finicky, but you see how many people you made aware of who she was. So I did a good thing. Yeah, so I did a good thing. So it was worth my time pro bono, right? I'm telling you, when I woke up this morning and it came back and they said they wasn't going to make it ad friendly, I was a little upset, but I said, man, I spent that time to do it. I'm gonna try something though. I'm gonna try to redo it. And tell me what y'all think. Should I take the whole video down and just put the video back up without the pictures? Or what is that video without those pictures? Hey, cuz it was straight. Somebody said that's the correct demonstration. Each one teach one. Each one teach one. Tupac put me on. Tupac taught me a lot with some of that music. I learned of some of those names. My brother, thank you. Man, thank you. No, for real, for real. Thank you. Like, man, I'm like a human sponge. I learn all the time from all kind of people from all walks of life. Hey, they say to the BLA, been researching since I thought I knew a lot, learn more from your video. That made my day. I'm a Tupac #1 fan. Salute. Somebody say absolutely. Okay. All right, that made hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie from the bottom of my heart. All that right there made me feel better. You know what I mean? Content creators, you know what I mean? We in it to make a profit. Like, me, I spend my time doing it. Like, some people stay on the internet, they on the Instagram, they on Facebook, they on Twitter, and they just on it for the fun. Content creating, from writing books and movies to articles to now making videos. That's what I do. Like, you sit somewhere for 3-4 hours, research, read, like me. I'm gonna show y'all. My little PlayStation. I'm gonna show y'all though. Just you don't think I'm talking. Okay. All right, this is a story right here on Ralph McLean. Look how many pages this is. Like, I don't just be rambling off at the mouth. I write this like a real writer, right? See if I got the other ones up here. This is the El Chapo junk. That junk ain't do much, but I can dig that. That's a Mexican international drug story that I did because of the connections with ADX, right? Hold on one second. All right, here we go. Just so you don't forget. One. All right. I mean, even look at the handwriting, y'all. Now, this is all the research I did for the Assata video. I don't want none of y'all to think that I'm just rambling. It's just for clicks and views. I don't care. I'm one of those guys. I'm really reading this now. I read it every year around this time. Okay. I'm really reading this right now. This is my personal book. This is the video transcript. Well, keep it up. We have so many black revolutionaries who fought against the system. No, it's your work, bro. They will never support it pro bono for the people. Okay? Bet. Plenty of pictures on the Assata site. I'm going to that Assata site. Hey, and Jakuma, are you a male or female, man? No disrespect. And do you follow the movement on DC Blacks on Instagram so we can communicate better? They want you only speaking low vibration content to your people. Gun busting, snitching, drill. Yeah, thank you, man. Geronimo Pratt, Tupac grandfather. All right, before I forget, this is my Assata story, y'all. I want y'all to know this. Everybody over here. This is my Assata story. I didn't just ramble all after mouth. I didn't just take something that somebody else wrote and do it. This is my story. I wrote this by hand. Now watch how many pages is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 pieces of paper, handwriting. Like, I didn't even do it on the computer. I'm so in love with the Assata story that I took my time and wrote it by hand. Now, if that don't show you that my intentions are good, that I'm really interested in such stories, then I don't know what else to say. Somebody say, don't say like a writer. I am a writer. Okay. Appreciate that. Do a video on Mark Essex out of New Orleans. All right, I'm gonna check on him. I need to get the book, big homie. Go to Amazon, you can get it. And I also had a book on Audible. I can listen to the book. They got George Jackson, Soledad Brothers on Audible now too, with a forward by his grandson, Jonathan, by his nephew, his brother's son, Jonathan Jackson. Somebody say, brother, no doubt. I missed what I asked you. Somebody called her Queen Assata. Yes, yes, and yes. Salute, salute. Somebody said thanks. See, a few years ago, I went to Cuba looking for Assata. Well, I watched the video yesterday, and there was no problem with that video either, where a person went to Cuba and spoke to people, and that video was real good. It touched on the Afro history in Cuba. It's a strong Afro, Pan Afro, whatever term you want to use in Cuba. Uh, very, very dark skinned people, very, very brown skinned, colorful people that has been there since, back in those times. But this guy went around speaking to people. He was almost on a Asada quest, like a person that search for treasure. And it inspired me so much that I'm about to go. Not only do I want to go for that, like I don't want to go chasing Tupac. No disrespect to people who do that, but I want to go and follow that history because it was not only Asada that was there. Neander, if I'm saying it correctly, was there, and they say over 70 other people. You know what type of history that they got there? Like I was afraid to go there, but I watched this documentary on Asada that I'd never seen before. I'm ashamed that I can't remember the name, but if you just Google it, it's on YouTube. It's somebody that recorded it. Go watch her documentary when she said she thought when she got to Cuba, it was going to be people walking around in green vests and army hats and weapons and different things like that. She said that she got there, it was beautiful people, beautiful places, food, music, and I'm gonna say it the way she said it, just in case, because I don't never want to say nothing about our people and our ancestors is incorrect. She said that the chattel slavery that happened in the States, a part of the slavery that occurred in the States was to strip the enslaved of their culture, their religion, and their different ways. They said that in parts of Cuba and other parts of the Caribbean, that they was only really concerned with, I'm trying to say this correctly for YouTube, right? With order. So they said that routines, like religions and cultures, are based upon routines and rituals and things that we do over and over again. And they said that a lot of people that was enslaved in Cuba didn't lose some of their rituals, their routines, their connections to the ancestors. Like certain things that they did where they came from, they were able to continue to practice. And in the process of continuing to practice it, just think about a group of people from the African continent, because Africa is a continent. I try not to say Africans. Like Africa is a continent with many, many countries. And whatever country or region, because these countries have been carved up by someone other than us. So if they came from the Ghana region, the Nubian region, the Moroccan region, and they all ended up in Cuba and they practiced different cultures and rituals and praying and gods and religions, that if those things were able to exist, that some of those things are still present in their music, their food, their culture, their clothes today. And I learned that from watching the Asada documentary. So, like I said, it ain't just about me. My Asada video pro bono. Go watch it. Go comment on it. Let's kick the conversation off. Like me, I'm a trendsetter. We can make being black is proud cool again, as opposed to everything else, even if it's one video, one comment, one story, one discussion at a time. I'm not afraid to be interested in the ancestors. I'm not afraid to be interested in our culture. And I'm sure not afraid to lose a commercial on a YouTube video when I'm sending a big salute and a shout out to a bona fide living political activist legend. I'm not gonna be upset about that. So I appreciate everybody who tuned in and said that they liked the video. Hold on, I missed a lot of stuff running my mouth. Comrade George, you know what's up with it on Jerry Lewis joint. Yeah, I wonder, was you the one to hit me about that? I missed that. Put the links in for your book/merchandise. Hey, folks, let's support. Appreciate that, man. You can go to eonwilliams.com. That's my website. I need to get on top of maintaining that a little bit better. And also, you could go to Amazon.com and type in Eon Williams. You'll see all my work, all the books that I produce, publish. did other things with. Great information today. Let's support. Man, I appreciate that. My uncle knew the brothers that rode with the men in the 70s. Big salute to you. Robert Williams was there. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I compiled an Assata book. Assata speaks. How do I support your book? I'm with anything that's about Assata. Hold on, bro. Great information today. Let's support. All right, Robert Williams was there. I compiled a book about Assata. Yeah, I want to check out the book you compiled on Assata. I learned different because of the queen. Okay. Right. I know exactly the video you're talking about. Nowadays, she's not doing public appearances since Trump became president last time. Oh, yeah? I ain't know that. Yeah, fam, you gotta go to Cuba. YouTube won't monetize the queen videos. So that's not just me that's encountering that problem. The people who need to know where she is in Cuba knows. Anyone else know. I can respect that. Just like America, fam. Somebody say absolutely correct. Also correct with the Haitian community. I was told that, but I didn't research that. And I got some real close friends that's almost family that's from Trinidad and one is from Haiti. And we got all type of Jamaicans that's in our community where I'm from. When I mean Jamaicans that was born in Jamaica, national residents, and ones that was born here. Comrade Assad, I like that. Yeah, the Americas was just like Africa before when people came. Okay. Somebody said Yoruba belief system is strong in Cuba. Oh, we learning over here today. I was a little skeptical if I even wanted to bring the conversation up. But one thing about me, I ain't afraid to do nothing. So, we talking about it and I'm learning over here. I'm really loving Jakuma, Kambua. I swear I'm afraid I'm pronouncing that wrong. Somebody said it's free. How do I get the book? They said this book on the side is free. How do I get it? Hit the like button, y'all. Oh, hit the like button, y'all. Thank you. Uhura. Oh, Uhura. Am I saying that right, y'all? Like I ain't really the best at our Afro culture. Like I learned, I studied, but I'm not an expert like some of these other people. But I appreciate that, man. You huru. You train. That's called transcribing. You're a transcribing expert. You huru. Now I know I got it right, y'all. You huru. You huru. I'm confident. I said that right. You huru. You huru. I like that. That's what stimulates my intellectual capacities. Free to real, you know what the business is. Shout out to the queen. I can't believe they said that one. But listen, I got videos where they talking about, where I'm talking about hundreds of kilos. I'm talking about the AB and the DC decade-long war. It's all Gucci. I mentioned one thing about Assata Shakur, Joanne Chesmont, and it was a rap. I mean, for even right now, me saying her whole name, it may be a problem. You, you, you. Oh man, I'm not gonna keep butchering that. Freedom or independence? Man, they going deep. I love y'all. I got to come back. Hey, what y'all think? I was thinking, and this is for clicks and views, right? I was thinking that I'm from Washington, D.C., right? I'm from the nation's capital. Today is election day, right? Or it's the final day, right? Or what if I went downtown to the Capitol where all the political stuff go on and just do me some live videos? Like everybody can't even do that. Nah, this person is texting me, so they said that they voted for Larry Hogan. And I don't want to get into no politics because I know that's a touchy issue. But I said, and the person is a female, a black female. So I said, "Oh, you didn't vote for Asa Brooks in Maryland?" The person, the kind of she was like, "No, she liked Larry Hogan." And I'm not gonna go into her personal things, but she said that she was used the word bipartisan just because certain people said to vote Democrat or Republican that she, she finds what she likes in case by case in each candidate. Well, back to yo, Eon, you need to do a joint on the Moors from St. Louis with the men in the 70s. In Leavenworth and Murray and Jerry Lewis is they grand chic. Yeah, Fly speaks a lot about Jerry Lewis. Matter of fact, my man Jason Poole speak highly of Jerry Lewis. And when I did all those interviews I did with Fly and the guys, but like I got interviews with Coleman Bay, Butch Woods. I spoken to Lulu. Some of these guys don't, they not gonna do a video and put their face on it. But the St. Louis guys, the New Orleans guys, and the Kansas City guys, from my old timers, I don't hear nothing but good things about those men. Those are real, real culturally black places. Slavery is cap. Go to a land unknown to you. Start some ish with some. Get cool with some others at the same time. Introduce them to something new. They'll forget all about it. Trying to be you. I see somebody try to say that Assad and Frank Matthews did it like no other, but Frank Matthews, he a gangster, bro. We can't put him in the category of that, but he did do what he did. Salute, I got to ride. Yeah, I got to get ready to ride to family. Damn, how I forgot about Jason Poole from DC. Shout out to JP. My bro just left. At Cannon, every compound. I go there ride with the men from DC. Salute. Assata revolutionary. So we're gonna dip on that tip right there, man. I appreciate y'all. Even though I can't get no ad revenue on my Assata video, go watch the video. Matter of fact, let's continue the conversation in the comments on the Assata video. I'm not the Assata expert. I'm not the Mutulu core expert. I'm not the BLA expert, but I am a student of all the above. Let's go over there and let's continue the conversation. So even if I can't get the ad revenue, we can continue to educate, learn, and even honor Assata Shakur. Long live the struggle. Much respect to the ancestors, man. Free the real.